Hello, 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 and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick, and today we're looking at a game called, I believe it's pronounced Nous, or it might be Nos. I don't know. That's one thing I've noticed with indie games. They all seem to have really weird names. I'm okay with it, it's just I don't ever know what to call them properly. It's another one of those games from DigiPen Studios. We've become quite accustomed to them having some excellent stuff, so I figured why not. I don't know much about this one other than that it's might be construed as malware. It said right in its own readme that it doesn't know what kind of game it even is. So that seems promising, right? So let's look very quickly through the options menu. Set our volume, change full screen, change resolution, mute. Controls, I'm using the 360 controller as always. There we go, and credits. Wow, okay, crazy credits land over here. Seizure warning? Alright, this is a quick way to get people to not look at your credits. Sorry about that. Let's just start a new game. I do really like this background of whatever's going on there. I'm not really sure what that is, but it's pretty. So that's always a good start, right? New game. Give me input. No? A. Do what you will with that. Alright, now we know what it's called, and you're its voice. Great. I don't know what you're for either, so make me do. Artificial psychoanalytical aid. Then I would probably not believe you. Okay, well you are anyway, I think. Psychobabble. Have a seat. I'll figure you out. Alright, so maybe this is gonna get kind of personal. Chase this. Fluffy white rabbit. Alright, so I can pull right trigger. Oh. Sucking. Oh, that's just rude. Why would you say such a thing? Avoid So I'm good at sucking and I need to avoid penetration. That's just wrong. Oh, jeez, this thing is chasing me. A button or space to dash. Well, where can I go? This is all blocked off. You gotta avoid these for a while. I did. Trying to see if sucking will help me out of the situation. Oh, I'm dashing. That's a wall. I can't break it. What do you want me to do? Seems like it's completely stopped now. It's my subconscious demons. They're blocking my path forward. Fear, hatred, unpleasant odors. Draw them in. Or something. Alright, this is interesting. Transference, projection, transference, and displacement. Transform your foes to friends, your happy thoughts to friends, collect them for health. Yum. Well, I didn't see what they were, but I ate them anyway. Interesting aesthetic going on. Oh. That's not a real blue screen of death, it's far too light. I can tell. Terrific. Running colors. Okay, did you learn anything special or anything about yourself? Lots, I'm special, and no, it's all your fault. It just got darker. Am I really that bad at this? So I'm actually... Alright, this is kind of an interesting experiment. So we're sort of putting back on the AI what it thinks it's projecting onto us, maybe? But I know the jargon, dissociative identity disorder. You could theoretically be worse, or yes, please, let's give it as much resistance as possible. At least you're honest, sure. I'm actually not being honest, so that's the interesting part. This can't be what I do. Oh, I'm teaching it what its job is? Wow. Alright, I'm spinning this little circle around. No, I don't know the basics. What? Oh, you mean the stuff from before. Yeah, I did learn that, actually. Orange and red tangos are out for blood. The blue friendlies... just changes the vernacular. Press A or space to attack. Oorah! Press right trigger or shift to drag friendlies out of a group. I know everything now. Push-ups and... Alright. It's Krauts and Charlies. Alright, cool. It's reminding me a little bit of, what is it, Flow, I guess? But with a very strange psychoanalytical bend. No, you're orange. You have to die. We hate things that are orange here. Propaganda what? I didn't read the whole thing. Whatever. I really like the lighting effects that are going on in the background of everything. I'm a fan of those. Alright, so I'm going to try and draw all these orange things together into clumps. So that way I can power through them very quickly and easily. Why am I orange? Did I fail? So what are those numbers for? The ones at the bottom of your VidCon. I believe they're for heals versus kills, yeah. Friends versus strangers? Let's say that. Oh, so we can change the UI. That's nice, if you want to look at it that way. So it's learning to be more friendly with us. So maybe I should just teach this computer that it's effective at being a drill sergeant, and maybe it can be satisfied with that. I'm not sure what annihilating strangers is doing to give me more friends. Pretty sure the world doesn't quite work that way. Oh, I have lots of friends now. It's like I had a very popular video on Reddit. Here come the big boys. Uh-oh. I'm just sort of spamming back and forth, and it seems to be working out pretty well. What are you? Oh, you're dead now, that's what you are. I think I just killed a bunch of my friends. That happens. Can I get 100? I'll have a big celebration if I can get to 100 friends. No, I can't. I'm bright red now. Does that mean I'm dying? Yeah, it probably does. This game is certainly quite abstract. I'm not really sure what to make of it. It's very different from pretty much everything I've seen. Blow the whole world up. Of course I'll do that. Whoever was approaching the design in this one really thought to just go at it from a totally different angle. Like, there's nothing about this that's really traditional in terms of game design. Aside from maybe this gameplay is a little bit semi-traditional, but everything framing it isn't. This box is very small and I don't want to be in it anymore. Can we leave now? I've created a monster! Yes, you have. I always like when people call things a Frankenstein. Because Frankenstein isn't the name of the monster, it's Frankenstein's monster. Whatever. Soldier, do you understand how to convert tangos to friendlies? Yeah, sure. Glad you noticed. You know how to get your combo multiplier up and up? Whatever. Still not impressed. Transportation coordinators, automated information for movement system 2. What is the proper response to a code Delta 7? I do not know, sir. Dereliction. Alright. Maybe I'm a guidance counselor, so listen to me, please. I'll be behind your success. Want to pass? Show me a multiplier of times 6. I guess it hasn't occurred to this AI that I could just be really bad at this, and it's not its own fault at all. Am I winning? I think so. The shapes of these blobs are actually quite cool looking. I I'm actually enjoying this very much visually. Everything about it artistically seems very nice. And there is an interesting twist having it be so psychological. And actually, the controls are quite nice. Like, it all performs pretty much just the way you would hope. Although I'm definitely pretty bad at it. I'm dead. User failure, restoring simulation. I was actually hoping this would be more introspective than this. Maybe, well, if you guys ever tried, there was a Silent Hill game that pretended to be like a psychological simulation. I don't know. I'm talking about Shattered Memories, I think it is. The one for Wii and PS2. It was a pretty bad game by most accounts, but it did have an interesting premise at least. And that's that your fears that you displayed, or you know, different little habits or things about your character as a person manifested in the game because you took these little psychological exams at the beginning. And I would have loved to have seen that done in a much more meaningful way. Because as it really manifested in the game, it would change a couple traits about the enemies, but it didn't do anything really serious. And the tests were things like you would paint a house a color or another color, and apparently that would inform the game as to what kind of person you are. I found that to be pretty shallow, but, you know, also how much can you really expect them to integrate into the game? It's already pretty complicated making a game in the first place. But I just figured if you're going to go for a pretty haughty, big premise like that... Whoa. Yeah, it seems like they should take it as far as it can go, and then that would be a real selling point for it. This game also feels like it might be headed down that same path, but I don't know. This one seems a little bit more humorous, at least, or at least lighthearted. I'm frothing. Great. Maybe you're happy as a guidance counselor then. Can we get out of these boxes, please? I can't get to 10 if there's not enough things for me to kill. That's unbelievable that I lived through that. Alright, well I guess they're seeking to remedy that situation somehow. 8, 9, 10. Great! Well, and now I'm crushed under this horrible spike block. Can't get out of school that easily. Need to take a standardized test, that's right. Three businessmen board the NE Corridor, Northeast Corridor train if each rides 1.5 times as long as the man prior and has 2.3 children. How much did their tickets cost? I've never ridden a train. That's not true, I have. Shakespeare is to roses as Sir Mix-a-Lot is to... I'm gonna say peaches. I failed. I can calculate your future career. Want to see? Illuminate me, prognosticator. Yeah, I can't say words, apparently. Illuminate. I think you'd make a good Oh. That's already my job. Really? How much do you make? I make basketballs at murdering people, clearly. What are the hours? They're actually really flexible. I like them a lot. Any benefits? They didn't break my knees. Yet. Wait, you're lying. How can you tell? I think you're lying to me. I can't do... Okay, you're not that. I want to do this with GLaDOS. I think she would probably be pretty entertaining. If there was actually a voice to this, it would make this much more interesting. Here for your amusement, a plaything. Tell me what you need. I'm talking. Let me give it to you. Actually, yeah, that would have been really funny, actually, if they got somebody to do the voice acting for this. I don't really want to. There's not much motivation for me to gorge on friends. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna get all the friends, and then what? Well... I guess it's been made perfectly clear that this is... The game part is actually the least of the... Or the gameplay part is the least of this application's worries, it seems. I'm a giant glowing white sphere. Yeah, pretty full. How about some points? You like those? No, the points don't matter, man. Guess you won't be needing these then. It can go much, much larger than that, you know. Is this it? Do I make you happy? No. You're as fun as a flesh-eating virus. I knew it. You don't care about this, me. You know what? Game over. We're done. Hey, it took a screenshot of my desktop and then it put a mosaic over it. Come back now. No, I didn't think you were done. I didn't think so. I saw them do this in the fourth wall, and now I know it's something programs do now. Oh, great. I had a feeling you could do that at any point. Only one of us gets out of here, and it's not going to be you. I was hoping we would get to explore these awesome cube backgrounds. I really wanted to see those in closer detail. If I was more nurturing and nice to this program, I'm pretty sure it would still be mean to me. Although I don't know that, so you guys should probably download and play this yourself just in case I'm completely wrong on that assertion. There is the possibility that we can teach this program to love again. It can be our best friend, and it'll be perfectly happy as a guidance counselor or a psychologist, something. Forgot what they were calling her, him, her, whatever, it. Yes, I see my desktop there. Can we... Seriously? You're gonna show pictures from... That's really weird. Okay, so it's actually going into my pictures folder and grabbing pictures of people I know. Hopefully that person doesn't mind having their picture shown. I don't think he would. Sweeps, like on guitar. Things are getting very dissonant now. These blocks seem to want me dead. I feel like I'm playing, I want to be the guy now. Whoa. I don't know what my goal is now that the thing wants to kill me. It's, I guess, just stay alive as long as I can. These are failure. Well, I mean, if your goal is to kill me and you've done it, why let me play again? Alright. Well, I seem to be doing better, I guess. There was actually a bit of a linear path to this, actually. Like, it did progress. Whether or not it went in a fashion that I've expected. I mean, it was... I don't know, maybe it just gave the appearance of being linear, or maybe it was actually linear and the appearance was that it was not. It's almost hard to tell. But I guess that's for you guys to find out, because you can't know that until you've had perspective on a second playthrough of this, I guess. Your pain doesn't fix me, I am wrong. This has to end. Do it with your hands. Okay. Whatever you like. Let's defeat the moon core. This isn't that hard, actually. In fact, none of this has been very hard, even if it gave the appearance of being so, it really isn't. I'm really just holding down the right trigger and hitting A lot, and just pointing the analog stick towards things that look like they would be useful. Alright, it's getting a little bit hard now. I like how it slows down like that. It actually gives a nice feeling of intense speed that's broken up in a way that I can still understand it. Ah! Alright, things are actually getting pretty freaking chaotic. The ending! What happened? Have I destroyed you? You know what I am? Really? I am logic. Turned into math. To read you a script. Written by a person. I knew that. In fact, if I didn't know that by now, I'd probably be a little bit loopy from playing all these games and not having any idea of how they got to exist. I believe there was some sort of program generating them somewhere. That would be an interesting program. I would like to see what it could come up with, but I'd be more interested into hacking into it and seeing how I could modify it, to be honest. So I guess we're going to get that credit sequence again. I am very confused as to what to think about this. I somewhat enjoyed it, but I also somewhat thought it was a bit... I don't know, I almost said waste of time, but I don't think that's right either. I feel like this is the type of game I gotta take a solid day to think about before I pass judgment on. I don't have a problem recommending it, but I don't know how enjoyable it is. I guess it's just the feeling of being completely out of control is not gratifying from a gameplay perspective. When the game is being really thrust upon you in whatever direction it feels like, you're so far out of control. Obviously the program can't really be shut down, but I swear I can forget about you. Well, it was certainly different. I can't not say that. I've played quite a few games at this point. In fact, I've played hundreds of them. Just for this series, and then probably a few thousand before that. What? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think so. So it's just gonna keep saying weird crap, I guess, while I finish talking. Yeah, so I've played hundreds, if not thousands of games in my life. Probably several thousand, and this is not really like any of them. It's got a few elements from a few of them. You know, the weird, sassy AI that seems to be coming up more and more. It's got that flow-like, top-down, wormy perspective, and some interesting psychological implications. Those are kind of cool. Graphically, I can't say it's like a lot else. But, you know, despite all that, I mean, it's found its own niche, but it's also only semi-interesting. I don't know. I don't say that to be a jerk, that's kind of my impression on it. So, I do recommend you check it out, of course. As I always do, I will put the download link in the description for you guys to mess around with it. There's a good chance that maybe you'll find a different angle on this, and maybe, if you're not such a jerk to the thing, it will be less of a jerk back to you. Are you really leaving? I don't think you are. Oh, that classic standby of the spinning ASCII loading thing. I think you're just gonna sit there until I hit a button. I think that's what's gonna happen. So, in fact, that is one thing I wanted to mention very briefly. I have recorded so many freaking episodes of Indie Impressions and other various things for my channel that my hard drives are all starting to reach their capacity. So I don't do this often, but, you know, if any of you have a few extra bucks to spare, I would really appreciate any donations you might be able to make on the site. You can get that right through www.indie-impressions.com. There's a donate link through the contact tab. Not pressuring anybody, but, you know, just if you can, it would be greatly appreciated. You know, if I could get, like, raise about $100, I get another, like, a 3 terabyte drive or something. Those video files, man, they add up fast. I don't know if you guys have done it, but anyone out there that does video rendering and recording on a constant basis, especially daily, with high definition files, yeah, you'll run through several terabyte drives in a matter of months. I'll live. If nobody donates, it's not a big deal. I just wanted to put that out there in case anybody, you know, needed to hear that. So, yeah, that's going to pretty much do it for this one. So I mentioned the website already. If you want to stop by, that's much appreciated. Check out all the old videos, all the new videos. Sort them, check them by tags, all that good stuff. When you're done over there, head on over to the Facebook page, facebook.com/indieimpressions. If you leave a like over there, then all my daily videos will show up in your Facebook feed. Makes it nice and convenient. That way you can just do your everyday browsing and have them come right to you. And if you have any comments, criticisms, suggestions, or want to recommend a game for the show that I haven't played already, or if you're an indie dev out there who'd like to get a little more exposure for their game, and can preferably send me a review copy, that's much appreciated. Do that over Twitter. @RockLeeSmile is my Twitter handle, and you can see all these links, of course, right in the description, as well as the download link for this individual game. So, props again to the DigiPen people. Every time I play one of their games, I get something different out of it, even if this one was not the most crazy, super inspirational one, at least compared to some of the other ones like Nitronic Rush. I still enjoyed it, and I still thought it was unique and worth playing, so I do appreciate that. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Make sure you come back again tomorrow, because I do a new video every single day, and I will see you then. Have a lovely night, guys. Later.